everyone, my name is Vlad and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my new Lego display room. I basically shuffled a few rooms around and my largest room has now become my Lego display room. I'm in it actually right now. The other thing I'm going to show you is a few years ago I built a skyscraper. I promised I would build the interior of it and I just haven't had the time. But in the last several months I've been working really hard on that and I finally finished the whole interior. So I'm going to show you where that and a few other things. So why don't we get going right now? Oh, and one other thing, I did buy a brand new camera, the Sony VF1 camera for my videos. I also bought some Rode wireless mic systems, so there should be a lot better audio and a lot better video. Now I'm still experimenting with the camera, I just got it. So if this video isn't quite 100%, it means I haven't quite mastered the settings yet. I'll work on that and things should look a lot better. It definitely makes the videos go faster, so it's always great to have new equipment. Here's a panoramic view of my new Lego room upstairs. I have lots of shelving, and as you can see there's quite a bit of shelves empty, so I have lots of room for new kits. And I have the Lord of the Rings, last year's large kit. Also have a few pirate ships and castles. And then I also have on several tables in the middle where I have my architecture, including my Eiffel Tower, which is situated on the corner. I also have on display right now my tower taken apart floor by floor. So this is a 12-story tower. Like I said, I did a video on this, on the interior, how I built it, exterior. So now I'm going to talk about the interior. And I will go through kind of each floor one by one and kind of give you some idea of why I did it, the way I did things. And give you an overview of everything. So I ended up using an existing Lego set, and that is the office. Why did I use that? Because it has a lot of the parts I needed. It has pre-made desks, bookshelves, certificates, reception desk, couches, and all that. It's something I wanted to use. Now I didn't just use one, not two, not three, and not four, but I actually used 6 of these sets, so I bought a whole pile of them. I actually ended up using only 5 sets. And I also, for some additional furniture, I also got the Queer Eye set, the Fab 5 loft. And I slowly accumulated these. And I used a lot of the parts in these and some of my own parts to create the interior of the office building. Now the other cool thing about it is that those kits have lots of minifigures. So what I did is I used the original minifigures and then I started varying the body parts for all the other kits to make them all a variety a little bit different with hair pieces and that. I mixed and matched them all up. So I ended up getting like well over 40-50 minifigures in this office building. So that's quite a few. And that's all thanks to all those kits. If I would have done everything individually, it probably cost me more than the kits themselves. So, and I ended up with lots of parts I could use for other things. So why don't we start looking at the floors? Let's start with the first floor, floor number 1 and 2. So for this one here, this is 2 stories high. It's the ground floor. And with it, it has, like most buildings, a reception area. That I built from the reception area of the office. It also has a security desk, so I varied a whole bunch of things. A little bit more interesting pattern on the floor, and some plants, again from the office set. And then a rug, is that from the Queer Eye set. And a sitting area with some sofas. And also there is a small little coffee and snack bar place. And there's a door at the end. So basically, now again, what I mentioned in my previous video, this building is called the Universe Machine Corporation. It's basically where I work. So it's kind of a homage to where I work. So the building is a kind of a representation of that. And so that's kind of the first 2 floors. And as you notice, I have these reinforcement things to keep the walls secure and less warpage. I can always take those out real easily, snap out like that, and then I just take it out. So I can always do some maintenance inside if I have to. So that is the first 2 floors. That brings us to floor number 3. Floor number 3, I have some various rooms in that one. So when you get off the elevator, there's a few doors. First of all, there's a corridor that runs down right here. It goes to basically 2 doors, which are the men's and women's washroom. There's single washrooms and a sink. Every building's got to have some washrooms. And I also have a door right here, right there, that leads to a storage area. It's kind of a narrow storage area. It's basically all the leftover bookcases, inventory, and files kept in this room. And I also have an IT department. And that's basically where the IT department lives, where they maintain the computer systems. I got some servers in here, right at the bottom right there. And a desk over here for the main IT person. And also a printer. So that's the hangout of the IT department. I also have a small little room that is called the power room. Basically, it's where the electrical power, everything's got to have breakers. So there's some lights and some breakers. Let's see if I can get in there. There you go. So you can see the 2 breakers for on-off for main power in the place. So that's kind of supplies the power to the whole image. So that is floor number 3. Next 3 floors. Floor number 4, 5, and 6 are office space. They're a bit similar, but there are differences. So floor number 4 has 5 office cubicles and a little area for supplies and a photocopier. So this guy's about to photocopy his face or another inappropriate part of the body, maybe. And then there is a manager's office right here. With more of the furniture from the office building. And then there's another floor number, that would be number 5, is more office space. But instead of an office manager's office, it has a conference room. There's a conference going on right now. So the desks again are variations from the office. And then there is floor number, that would be 5, floor number 6, and that is basically similar to floor number 4 and 6. So there's a manager's office on 4, a conference room on 5, and then the manager's on 6, right there, manager's room. And I'll look at it from a different perspective. There's the manager's room. There's 1 cubicle, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cubicles, and a photocopier, and there's a photocopier in each floor. I made little variations in each floor, so there's different pictures and so forth up, but I wanted to be really detailed. And I think it turned out well. The cubicles are about the right size for minifigures, and so that's floor number 4, 5, and 6. And then coming up is floor number 7. Floor number 7 is a little different than the others. And that it is basically a cafeteria. So it has a little small cafeteria area. I took a lot of the parts for that. The stove, the counter, the sink, and so forth from the Queer 5 set. And the refrigerator too, right there. See it in the corner right there. And the chef making up some meals. And then there's the counter. And there's a hot dog display and some condiments. And then there's basically a seat. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables all around the exterior. There's a little plant on each table. And a lot of minifigures having their lunch. And then there's also 2 washrooms here as well. So there's washroom on this floor as well, men's and women's washroom. So that's basically what makes up this floor. So You want to have a place to eat for your minifigures, or else they're going to starve and not be very productive. Floor number 8, 9, and 10 are similar to floors 4, 5, and 6. They're more office space. So with 8, it's basically, again, 5 cubicles. A little variation on the shelving and what's on the shelves. And also another manager's office. It's a bit laid out slightly differently, but similar to the other ones. And number 9 is another conference room. So there's 2 conference rooms in this building. And there's only 1, 2, 3 cubicles. One a little bit larger space, and then 2 over here. And there's a little area of paperwork. And again, the photocopier and that. And then, since I was starting to run out of desks, I made this one only have floor number 10, have 1, 2, 3 cubicles. So it's fairly empty. And there's a printer and some files that's more spread out over there. And then an empty manager's table with everything ransacked, all the computer and everything is gone. It's actually a janitor cleaning up. I guess that minifigure got fired. Maybe he was not doing his job or not coming in, but that's sort of the empty floor. So that is floor number 10, 9, and 8. Now you can tell we're getting near the top, because near the top is usually where you'll find these offices. Floor number 11 is the vice president's offices. There's 2 VP offices, one on the left side, one on the right side, and it even has its own reception area and some couches with some people waiting for their turn to see the vice presidents. So these offices are a little larger to accommodate the VPs. So you can probably guess what's going to be on the top floor. So this is floor number 11, Vice President's offices, and you can see the reception area there. And what would you think is on the top floor, which is floor number 12? Well, if you had guessed the President's office, you would be right. So there's a larger reception area with a nice couch. Actually just with a chair, couch chair. And then there's the president's office. And the president's office is a little larger. He has a nice little black kind of a case, which is taken from the Queer 5 kit. And he has also 2 chairs, I should say couch chairs in the corner for more personal conversations, and a desk with an old-fashioned lamp on it too, right? There you go. That's kind of cool, and a nice cool chair. And what else would you find on the top floor? What about the boardroom? So this has a boardroom. Right now there's basically a board meeting in session, and it seats, let me get underneath that there we go. It seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And also there is a television and some drawers for some supplies right there. So that is floor number 12. And there's also the maintenance area that gets you to the roof. So when assembled, this is what the building looks like. With all floors, all 12 floors. And you can it's next to the Eiffel Tower, so it's pretty tall. And you can kind of see through the windows the interior. It's a little darker. One of my next projects is going to be, that's going to be probably in another year or 2 when I get around to it. It's going to be to light it up so you can see the interior way better. So here's kind of a view from each floor. So lots of detail. I'm a really stickler for detail and precision when I've gone into this building. So this is kind of a view of what it looks like. This is my custom skyscraper with interior. I'm not sure how many parts there are in it. I didn't keep track. So that's a look at my office building, my custom office building with the interior. As I said, step 3 will be to light it up eventually. I'll work on that. Accumulated costs, I'm not sure how much, but it's well over $1,500. And so there's going to be at least 10 to 15,000 parts in there at least. So skyscrapers aren't cheap, but they're never cheap to build in reality either. I should know, I'm an engineer, so. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Since it is December 30th, and tomorrow is December 31st, have a happy new year and a great 2024, and we'll see you in 2024 with some more videos. I'm probably going to look my next video is probably going to be a look at the city, a city update. I haven't done that in a while, and I'll be placing the tower in it as well. And there's some few updates I have for that, so look forward to that. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me some comments, and also subscribe to my videos if you would like notification of when they come out. And otherwise, have a great year, rest of the year, and Happy New Year!